So if you want to change the temperature, it's currently set to 55 degrees. I can press the menu button. It says temperature set. I can turn the dial and press it in. It says 55 degrees. Now I can turn the dial to change the temperature up and down. And then you can press the dial in to confirm the temperature. So if I go press the menu button to come back to the home screen, it's now set to 50 degrees. There is a few other functions that are useful here. So if I press the menu button and I move across, there's a holiday mode. If I push the dial in, it says 0. If I turn the dial, I can select anything from 0 to 99. And the number is the number of days that the unit will be off. So if, for example, if you're away for a week's holiday, I would always recommend doing 1 day less than you're going. So if you're going away for 7 days, set it to 6, confirm it by pressing it in, and now that's in holiday mode. So it won't use any electricity until you come back from your holiday. And because you've set it for 6 days rather than 7, it will be warmed back up because it's switched on the day before you come back, okay? So if I go back into holiday mode and bring it down, I can switch it off again, push that in, it's back off. So if I move across, you've got electric mode. Electric mode, if I select that, it says no at the bottom. So the reason you would use electric mode is if you're having problems with the heat pump and it's not heating up the water properly. You would be told to switch the unit on to electric mode until an engineer can come out and look at your unit and possibly fix it. Okay? So if I wanted to go in there, it says no. I can turn it. It says yes, and I would select, and that would be in electric mode now. Okay? So the electric mode would use the element down the bottom of the tank rather than the heat pump to heat up the water for a temporary period. Okay? So you have to switch this one back off again. So if I go back in, it says no, select, and that's it off again. So once your unit's repaired, you would switch the electric mode off. Okay. So the next menu is boost. It works similar to electric mode. So if I select boost, it says no. If I move it across to yes, I can select that. That's it in boost mode. So boost mode is used whenever you're using a lot of hot water. If maybe you've got some guests over and you're having lots of showers and you're running out of hot water, you can place it in boost mode. And boost mode uses the heat pump as well as the element at the bottom of the tank to warm the water quicker. So there's a quicker recovery rate for heating up your water. Okay. So if I come out of there by pressing the menu button, that's all the menus you would need. There is one more menu and the installer menu. I'll show you how to access installer menu. So if I press menu and I move across to the left, this is installer menu. To access the installer menu, you have to press the menu and the clock button simultaneously and hold it for 2-3 seconds to access the installer menu. So if I press the two of them together, hold, and that's me in the installer menu now, okay? The only thing you would need to do in here is turn the dial to the right, to settings, select, turn the dial again to the right until you see TC Mini. It says no at the bottom. If I select, turn the dial, it says 43 degrees. Okay, so it's either no or 43 degrees. If I select that, that's me selected TC Mini. So TC Mini is used if there are a lot of people in an apartment. Say there's 4 people having showers, and if they're having showers at the same time, one after the other, you might run out of water. So TC Mini is more of a permanent boost type thing. So what happens is, once maybe 2-3 people have a shower, you might start running out of water. If the water temperature reduces to 36 degrees, it would automatically kick in the element to work with the heat pump, and this would then warm up the water a bit quicker. Once it reaches 43 degrees, it would automatically switch off the heating element, and the heat pump would continue warming up the water to the set temperature, which is set to 55 degrees on this just now. So when it's on TC Mini mode, it doesn't mean that the element won't come on if you're maybe having 1 shower or maybe even 2 showers. It's only whenever the temperature drops to 36 degrees. That's it.